everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Hannah and I'm a thriller and horror author from the south of England. A couple of weeks ago I did a video all about the things I learned whilst publishing number 47. That video was called 5 Things I Learned Self-Publishing My Debut Novel, and if you fancy checking that out I will have it up here in the cards somewhere, wherever it will live. So for this video I thought I would take another look back at those things that I learnt and maybe think about the things I want to do differently when publishing One Road In. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you a quick reminder about my newsletter. My newsletter is where I tell people things first, essentially. So any news about One Road In, when it's going to be published, there'll be a sneak at some cover art at some time in the future. So if that is something that you are interested in and you want to keep up to date with my publishing journey, then please do subscribe to my newsletter. I'll leave the link in the description below. I learned a huge amount self-publishing back in 2019. And just as a preface to this video, I don't really look at anything that I did in the run-up to number 47 and in the months after it as a mistake. I don't really have any regrets. I just have learned an awful lot from the experience and now feel a little bit better equipped to publish again. So there are definitely some things that I'm going to do differently this summer. Those are things that I learned whilst publishing number 47 and also whilst being part of the authortube community. I've learned a huge amount since joining this community and it's all obviously going to go towards the next step of my journey. That sounded really corny, but point stands. So these are the 5 things I've decided I will be doing differently when I publish One Road In this summer. Thing 1, actually create some kind of marketing plan, some kind of launch plan. It's really bad. I work in marketing. I've worked in marketing and like product development and that kind of thing for years now, and I just didn't treat myself and my book as a brand and a product. And whilst I really dislike talking about myself as a brand, because first and foremost I'm a person, there is an element of having to do that when you're publishing and putting a product out there. I did not really do that for number 47. I pretty much wrote it and published it and then just kind of threw it out there and just let it do what it was going to do. And I'm actually really happy with what it did and is doing, but I know that if I give One Road In a proper marketing plan and a proper launch plan and go into some real detail, get a street team, get proper ARC readers, put money away for ads, all that stuff that I really should have done but had no idea even really existed for number 47, then I really think that One Road In can be a lot better. Thing 2, the second thing, and I really honestly wished I could have done this for number 47, and I'm not actually sure I'm going to be able to do it for One Road In, I just really want to, is just keep thinking about audio. So many people use audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I have multiple friends that use them for multiple reasons, whether that's accessibility reasons or they just want to go for a walk and listen to a book rather than take time out of their day to sit down and read one in the traditional sense. I really just don't want to forget about audio because it is a growing marketplace. It seems insane to just cut it out of a plan entirely, but it's not cheap. So we're going to see how that goes. I would love to do it. I really, really want to do it. It's just whether or not I have the money to, but I am planning to at some point. Yeah. Thing 3. Now this thing I learnt probably from Victoria Wren. Do I have that in here? I do! I'll be very honest, when I published number 47, I spent a lot of time obviously focusing on the content, obviously, of the book. The cover, I've spoken about my cover art quite a lot. I got it done through a user on Fiverr called German Creative. She is wonderful. She's also just done my friend Richard's book, which I will also leave a link for down in the comments, description even, and you should absolutely check it out if you love a horror thriller. But yeah, I spent a lot of time focusing on the outside of the book and basically none on the inside. So I personally think the inside of my book is very bland. I didn't think I cared at the beginning, and I don't think I really cared until I started reading other people's self-published books, and they did stuff like this. And it's absolutely beautiful and it's immersive and it just makes the whole thing feel like such a well thought out package and book and novel, and I love it, and it's something I want to do for One Road In. Thing 4. My 4th thing is to not do everything myself if I don't have to. Whether that is having adverts mocked up or things made for social media or like, you know, bookmarks, stickers, that kind of stuff. Everything I did for number 47 in that respect I did myself, and it was good fun, but it took a bit of a toll on me and stopped me kind of enjoying the marketing of the book, which is why I think I kind of just stopped marketing it, which is really silly, don't do that. So yeah, this time around I'm going into it with a little bit more money, I guess. I'm a couple of years older. Yeah, I'm just going into it with a bit more of an outlook of, if someone can do this for me and I can get it for a reasonable price, I might as well just let them do it. That definitely goes for the inside of the book. I will definitely be looking at someone to do that for me. Thing 5, and my last thing, though I'm sure there are other things I'm going to do. Actually, there's another one that's just come into my head, so we'll have 6 things. But thing 5 is to get a head start on reviews. I genuinely didn't know an ARC reader was a thing when I published number 47. I wasn't part of the YouTube community, I wasn't part of the Instagram community, I had a Facebook page, so I was kind of out of the loop on all that kind of stuff. I'd never heard of ARC reading, I'd never heard of beta reading. There was so much stuff I didn't know and so much I've learned in the process, and the power of reviews was just completely alien to me. I was so naive, and now I know that I was wrong. I was wrong to not put a lot of emphasis on reviews and getting them. So for One Road In, I'm gonna try my best to get a big chunk of people that are gonna be ARC readers, and I want to get them excited about the project and kind of have a bit of a street team going. I love the idea of sending out like PR boxes, which is mad because I'm not made of money, but we'll see where I can get some money from. I guess I can sell my belongings and see how that goes. But I would absolutely love to be able to do that, to send out like a themed box to people, get them excited, get them reading the book really early, get those reviews in, because once you've got those reviews, you start getting into obviously the higher categories and get recommended, and Amazon favours you, and Lord Bezos, all that jazz. It's really powerful, you should definitely do it. I should definitely have done it for number 47, but I didn't. But I will do it for One Road In and any project I do going forward. And the 6th thing I've just thought of is to, wherever possible, use like independent companies. This is another thing that, like, the barrier to entry for doing this is quite high, because it's obviously often quite a lot more expensive to use independent people rather than going to somewhere like Fiverr. And as much as I do recommend using something like Fiverr for small things like social media stuff, I mean, I think I got really lucky with my book cover, but you could use it for a book cover. This time around, I've actually got a friend who is doing the book cover for me. I'm really lucky. She is a digital artist and she's incredible. But I just think if I can use independent people and support them on my journey as well, I would love to do that. So I guess it's 6 things. So those are the 6 things I'm going to do differently. There are almost definitely more. I'll probably learn stuff between now and August, so stuff will probably change. But for now, those are the 6 things I want to do differently when publishing One Road In, and whatever I may or may not be publishing towards the end of 2021. As mentioned in the first one of these videos, I will also be doing an AMA in a couple of weeks' time. So if you have any questions for me at all about number 47, about the characters, about the publishing process, about my favourite flavour of crisps, literally anything, put them in the comments below. Oh, for my American friends, crisps are chips. I think the chips to you. I already have quite a few good questions, but the more I get, the better. Before I do go, I just wanted to show off this, which I'm very excited about. This is A Season of Darkness, and I finally have my hands on a paper copy. And again, the inside of this is so much better than my novel. So more to learn from here. But this is available on Amazon. I'll leave the links in the description below. If you like horror stories and short stories, twisted little stories, then I definitely recommend this, and I would love to hear what you think of it. So that is all for this week's video. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week with another one. Bye!